So we started with this parabola, and I said, could you write the equation for this? I know that somebody can tell me the axis of symmetry. Warren, I bet you got that. Yeah, the line that runs down the middle. What's that? What's the name of that thing? In this case, the axis of symmetry is?
Do you want the equation?
Yes.
Okay,
X equals -4. Very nice. So that spot right there must be -4 comma something. Well, we can just see it. It's -4 comma -2. So that's not a real hard question on this. Sometimes finding the vertex is difficult. But in this case, you can just see it sitting right there. If you're going to write an equation, I bet you started with a 2 in the front because of the fact that when we go over 1 and up 1, there isn't anything there. But you got to go up 2. So you have a 2 in front, and then you have an x minus or plus? X plus 3 and x plus 5. Raise your hand if you had that one right. 1, 2, 3. That's a -3. Why are you using +3, Mr. Server? Because you do the opposite of what you would think. The -3 makes it equal 0. So if I put a -3 right there, it makes it equal 0. All right. So maybe it's good that we're warming up before you take the quiz. All right, so that is the equation for it in what's called factored form. Now, I know some of you probably wrote the equation this way. 2, and then an x plus 4 squared minus 2. And that's from this vertex right here. Who did it that way? Raise your hand if you did it that way. Okay, good. Most of you did the vertex form. Cool. Now, of the two, the easier one to multiply out is this one. But I don't care. Multiply out that one if you want. But get me general form. Find general form, and generally you just have to multiply it out. Take a minute, multiply it out. Pause while you give that a shot. All right. I'm going to multiply this thing out. X times x, x squared. 3x and 5x makes plus 8x. And then 5 times 3 is 15. It'd be very easy to forget the 2 out in front, see? But now if I multiply everything by 2, I'll have 2x squared, and this will be 16x, and this will be 30. Raise your hand if you had that one right. Okay, any questions about that? It was just me multiplying this all the way out. All right, now here's one of the more difficult ones. If I just tell you the two x-intercepts, like it's at 1 and 3, and I tell you there's a stretch factor of 2, and I tell you it's been vertically reflected, can you write me the equation? I'm not even showing you what it looks like, but you can tell from what I told you what it would look like. Stretch factor 2, it's got a vertical reflect, it's got an x-intercept of 1 and 3. Can you write the equation for that? And then, can you tell me the vertex? First, try to just write the equation. Then, since you know the axis of symmetry, you should be able to figure out the vertex. I'm going to pause for a second while you give that a shot. All right, did you start with a 2 and then an x minus 1 and an x minus 3? Who had that? Raise your hand if you had that. What did I do wrong? Why is nobody else saying, oh, I figured it out? Catch me.
You need a negative on the outside.
Yes, because of this vertical reflect, I was supposed to have a negative there. Good catch. So let me erase this equals here, and I'll say Y equals negative. Okay, now how many of you guys had that right? Okay, good. Now, what's the vertex? Well, the vertex, it's an X and a Y, right? I mean, there's a dot down here somewhere. It's probably right there. But the X of it, I know. Because see, the X equals 2 is the asymptote. Or it's the vertex axis of symmetry runs right down the middle. So it's got to be X equals 2. Then all you got to do is put the 2 in here. And this would tell you what it will be. 2 minus 1 is 1 times negative 1 times negative 2. So in the end, it is positive 2. Because it's upside down, it looks like that. And your vertex would be 2, 2. Who had 2, 2? Nice. Okay, good. So there's just a little reminder of a whole bunch of things that you learned before break. I don't expect you to be an expert. That's why I'm giving you a partner for this one. It really increases the chances you'll, if you get stuck, you'll have a person to ask. Now, Schoology is being really fussy today, so the other thing, which is your homework, is to take another one of those silver 20s. I just want you to have that be so automatic, like those basics, you just get 19 out of 20 every time. You just got it down. Just like a person who goes and shoots free throws. You don't just shoot one free throw, you shoot 10 of them, so you get good at it. Same thing with this, you're just gonna keep practicing it till it's just automatic. So, that silver 20, if Schoology is kind of freaking out on you, not showing the images or whatever, just give it some time. Later this afternoon, they probably have 1,000 engineers at Amazon, seriously, that are trying to work on this problem right now. So they'll fix it. It'll just take a little bit. All right, so this quiz, take a second, and these 2 rows, please side next to each other. 2. Everybody has to do their own, but you work together. I just don't want it to be like one kid does all the work, the other kid sits there and watches them, so. Six out of 6. That's what most kids got last hour. You can do this. All right, for those watching the video for today, we took a little quiz in class. If you missed today, then obviously you're not going to be taking that quiz. I'll just remind you, it was basically the same kind of skills that we had right here. And if you want one, I can give you one when you come to class, or if you're absent today, I will excuse you from this quiz. All right, and then the homework for tonight was to do a silver 20, which is a Schoology quiz. You'll find it in your folder. All right, that's all I got for you for today.